Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is 8:30 ish, Friday the 17th of March, 2023. Happy St. Patrick's Day, y'all. Right now in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity is at 53% and climbing. 24 degrees Celsius and falling. Supposed to get rain. A couple hours. Rain throughout the night, all day tomorrow. Supposed to, anyway. High tomorrow about 60. Yuck. So, uh, I slept pretty good last night. I mean, I swear, I don't want my channel to become a grumpy old man just complaining. But I'm still dealing with this yuck. So, I slept pretty good last night. I got up, I did a little bit of stuff. Um, Not really, like I didn't get out to do any painting or anything like that. I had cleanup that needed to be done, and just it just wore my shoulders out, so I'd have to stop. And I went out. I started cleaning off the front porch. It's like covered with leaves and whatnot. I got that about halfway done. I mean, my porch is 4.5 by 7. Oh, I thought I'll go out and get the blower, but that just seemed like too much work to go out to the shed. So anyway, got a load of wash in. Eventually got it transferred, and then again, my shoulders were just like, whoa, can't do anything. A couple days ago, I bought this package of chopped meat, asada, something or other, at Aldi's. So I wanted to cook that up. I popped that in the slow cooker, um, crock pot, along with some peppers and onions and garlic powder and onion powder and beef bouillon. And by the time I got it in the crock pot, I was done. Go sit down again. Went out and made myself a little bit of something to eat. My 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which went down so nice. But I guess I needed the energy. Uh, did a couple of dishes, and then like that was it. It's like, you know, I made my sandwiches and did, I don't know, 3 or 4 plates and bowls or whatever that were in the sink. Still more in there. But again, it was like, huh. So stopped again. But then it got to a point like I'd go out and I'd stir that meat mixture. I had it on low. I cranked it up to high and let it get like I let it thaw out on low. Get all the frozen peppers and onions and whatnot thawed out and make a gravy, I guess, and all jus for that meat to cook in, along with the Herbox salt free. I'm not sponsored. I wish I was. Actually, I'm not. I've had that box for almost a year, but it's got a real nice gravy going. And the other spices and stuff in it. That house was smelling incredible. Oh my gosh! I turned it back down on the low. I want it to cook for several hours. I want that meat to be so tender that I can mash it with a fork or a spoon or whatever. So, and I think it's going to make a fantastic taco, burrito, something or other. Throw it into. I just bought a thing of Spanish rice at Dollar Tree. I'll throw some in there, and it should be fantastic. Might even use the rice and meat and make a burrito or a taco. I think I've got large taco shells, so kind of a cross between a taco and a burrito, right? Anyway, I need to stop and get ice on the way home, so that was another reason I came out. I went back to working on my little pill bottle robot sculpture thing, and if you look at my recent Dollar Tree haul video, I picked up a bunch of stuff. I may actually just go ahead and make a totally different robot. Excuse me. But I got him. I mean, the one that I've got at home, it started to come together, but the more I look at it, it's like, I don't like that. I'm not sure if it's the tall pointy head on it instead of the rounder head. When I flipped the bottle over, the round part of the egg didn't fit on the bottom like it did on the top. And I got to thinking, well, maybe it doesn't need the egg at all, and just go with that. Clean the top of the bottle up a little bit. So, but I was thinking, I need more Griblies or Greeblies, whatever. Um, so I went and I was looking, and it's like, usually you have to buy so many different things to get one little part or whatever. But I've got my bag all tied up now, so the little pieces in the toy section for the little soldiers that they have, they got whole packs of stuff that, even though it looks like this, it could be that. So I was pretty happy with that. I'm gonna take it home. I'm gonna look around, see what I can do, and I may go back and pick up some more of that stuff. I also picked up some Lego blocks, Lego style blocks, see how they work. They may or may not work out for what I want. But, oh, you can't tell until you try, right? Oh, no reason for me to be yawning. But, oh, 8 minutes. Not really a whole lot going on. I had a decent time last night. A good time actually, with the grandbrats last night. My daughter and son-in-law, and their new dog. My son-in-law started working for a new company, doing actual houses now. It's a rental management company, and they called him in. They called him in because the people they had working weren't doing very good work. So they called him in, and he did a job or two for them, and they really liked his work, and he liked the way they pay. So apparently, they will pay more than the other place did. But anyhow, that's just a lead up. He went to walk a property the other day, and the guy that had left a dog, a little tan, brown, gold mixed hound, uh, brownish gold eyes, about a year and a half old. She looks like she's had a litter. She was starving. She was all emaciated, flea bitten, with the resulting mange or whatnot. So the rental property, the management company had already called the pound, and my son-in-law said, "No, I'll take her." and the rental property, the management company was over the top happy with that because the pound had said, well, if we take her, we don't have any room. And you know what that means. So they were super happy about it. They actually offered to pay the vet bills and stuff like that. Friendly little pup. Like, I didn't even know she was there. I hadn't heard about it. I walked in and, I got the kids climbing all over me. And next thing I know, here's this dog. It's like, well, hello. Who are you? Uh, so, super friendly. Really good with the kids. So, they got themselves another dog. I've got another grandpup. But, and then we were talking. It was like 2 years ago that they found the turtle in my water meter box, and it was like between a quarter and a half dollar size. Well, now that thing's about that big around. I mean, it's almost it's the size of a saucer, if not a little bigger. So it won't be long, and they'll be letting him go in the pond. He's just growing super fast. But there's another one. He's friendly. You don't think about reptiles as being, you know, that friendly or whatever. But he'll come down off of his rock and come over against the glass, and tap on your finger on the glass or whatever. Doesn't like being touched, but he'll watch as you walk by. So just kind of cool. Uh, Everybody's a little concerned what's going to happen when they release him, but it'll be the best thing. Will he come back when they're out there playing around the pond? He'll come back and say hi. Maybe. Be nice to think he will. So anyway, that was basically last night I came home. Like I said, I was working on the robot sculpture. Not real crazy about it. Pulled out a book to do a little bit of doodling, and it just started shaking way too hard. So that happens. I started shaking actually trying to get to working on the robot. Um, Between nerve damage and tremors run on my dad's side of the family. So like my hand's fairly stable at the moment. But it can get to be like I go to pour a soda into a cup and my hand's doing this number and soda's going all over the place. Go to put seasoning into a pot and I throw more on the floor of the counter. So I have to be careful what I'm doing. You don't always think about that. It's just like walking up the steps. I don't always think about pausing and taking my time between stepping on the step and turning up onto the step. And my ankle has fallen out from under me more than once. So just a point of getting older, or being, battered and broken and getting old. But hopefully here, I mean, I'm slowly but surely getting better. I was in Dollar Tree and I didn't walk that far. I guess I walked the whole store. Excuse me, more or less. But by the time I was done, I was sweating. I was tired. I actually sat out here in the truck for several minutes with the fan blowing, just chilling, relaxing, cooling down. And then I feel okay. But it's the way it goes, right? I'll get up here, I'll walk into the store, I'll get my ice, come back out, I should be good to go. By the time I get up to the top of the steps at the house, I need to pause, but that's one of those stress test things. I usually do it at the doctor's office. You know, they put all the wires on you, and then you have to walk up and down a short flight of steps, or they put you on a walking machine. Doesn't take much. Of course, my pacemaker. I mean, one of the reasons I have problems sleeping, and I've said this before, I'm sure some of you new people that are watching may not know, but I mean, I used to sleep really sound, and it's another thing that runs in my family. My dad, my one brother, myself, two of my grandkids have very low heart rates when we're just sitting around. Our heart rate is a lot lower than average. And when we're sleeping, it drops even lower. So, like when I'd be in the hospital and they come in and wake me up and say, well, your heart rate was down at 38. I'm like, yeah, I was sleeping. No, that's unusual. Not for me. They did the same thing for my dad after he had his stroke. And they would come in and wake him up and make sure he was okay and try to slip him a nitro pill because his heart rate was down so low. And the grandkids, the one was in the ER with a broken arm, and his heart rate was like down way lower than it should have been. And the doctors were concerned about it. And my daughter had to say, no, that kind of runs in the family. So, anyway, they put this pacemaker in, and it's got me at 60 beats a minute, regardless if I'm walking up steps or going to bend over and stand back up again. And it doesn't pump the blood faster when you do these other things. So I'm just like out of breath, out of energy, because the heart's not pumping faster. It's just pumping at the same rate. But it also affects my sleep because it's pumping at 60 beats a minute the entire time I'm sleeping. And for 56 years or something, my body was used to dropping down into the upper 30s or low 40s, not 60. So basically, I haven't had a real good night's sleep since I had this pacemaker put in. Like occasionally I fall into REM sleep, and because I take all those water pills, BP pills, I got to get up and go to the bathroom. At least I wake up breathing, right? That's all that really matters. And at this point, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. Go get my ice, get to the house, check on the crock pot on what's going to probably be my dinner for the next 3 or 4 days. Let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me writing social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Until I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Slotchy, y'all. Bye-bye.